Either you love her or you hate her, but Frida Kahlo is definitely a remarkable part of art history. Many art critics refer to Frida Kahlo as a feminist, and the relationship between her and feminism is interesting. During Frida's life, feminism was mainly about the fight for political involvement of women. Since then, feminism, especially in the art world, has developed significantly. The concept of feminism is about freedom and acceptance of individuality, and this is definitely something that Frida stood for. However, Frida Kahlo did not call herself a feminist. So how could a non-feminist possibly influence feminism? Well, through her fame in the art world, she does seem to have inspired many people, including feminists and female artists. Even nowadays, years after her death. Examples are the Guerrilla Girls and Jenny Savile. Despite the fact she did not call herself a feminist, there are definitely connections between Frida Kahlo and feminism, and my essay focuses on the question, to what extent did Frida Kahlo influence feminism through the artwork she produced? To find an answer to this question, I had to first gain an understanding of who Frida Kahlo really was and what her life was like. In my opinion, for one to understand an artist's work, they must understand the artist. Frida's life had a significant influence on her works. Her marriage to her husband Diego was complicated. Due to physical damage to her body, Frida suffered many miscarriages. Besides, she was a convinced atheist communist in a strictly Catholic Mexico. She portrayed her love for Diego even though they had a controversial marriage. She portrayed her miscarriages even though people disapproved of her provocative art, and she portrayed her political views clearly even though women were not even expected to be so involved with politics at all. Furthermore, in my essay, the concept of feminism was investigated. I gathered opinions from various people, from famous art critics to poets to ordinary people, to gain a more rounded understanding of what feminism really is and what effects it has. I have also found it to be important to understand that the concept of feminism has changed throughout the years, which should be taken into consideration when investigating Frida's influence on modern-day feminism. Altogether, based on the knowledge that I have gained, I managed to draw the following conclusions. Frida Kahlo influenced feminism by setting an example for modern-day women and artists. She dared to express herself regardless of judgments, which is part of the core value of feminism, expression of self without discrimination. By reaching the whole world with her artwork, she strengthens the positive atmosphere that lies within the core values of feminism. Because of the status and fame Frida Kahlo has now, she has reached the whole world with the expression of emotion and message of her paintings. Even though she didn't call herself a feminist, in our modern-day understanding of the concept, she is a truly inspirational part of the movement. Like Maya Angelou once said, each time a woman stands up for herself, without knowing it possibly, without claiming it, she stands up for all women. People's views on Frida Kahlo differ, like they always do when broaching a controversial topic. However, Frida's influence on feminism helps bring across the positive message of the movement, the strive for equality between men and women. Her life itself was inspiring, just like her artwork. In one of her last paintings, she made clear she was aiming to benefit the revolution. But, in my opinion, Frida Kahlo was a revolution of her own.
Your heart never stopped trying. When you cut off your head, a monkey on your shoulder, blood and broken bone. Your colors were bolder than the brightest red.